Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader. Last time we continued exploring the systems as we made our way up to the Valencius system, where our capital is. And we're now in the something passage, I think is what the system's called. And we've landed in these ruins that we're going to go explore. There's also
seize the opportunity.
Unidentified ships above as well that we have to take on. I offer up my thanks to thee, Omnissiah, for granting me the ability to serve you as a predator whose prey is knowledge. Amen. The ruins vaguely resemble the architecture of the Imperium, and yet there are some subtle differences to these structures. Demolish the obstruction.
Intriguing.
We'll hold off on doing that. The remains of unknown structures are haphazardly strewn about the plateau.
Pay attention.
What do we got? Cracked Xeno chest. The small chest made from a strange material has no keyhole or any other openings. The murky crystal on the lid is cracked, but continues to glow inscrutably. Alright, it's mine now. Ooh.
I tread a path unexplored.
Got some Xeno stuff down there.
There.
Okay. We got a little puzzle going on here or something? Awareness test.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Uncover the pattern. Okay. A single look at this strange pattern is enough to send your mind reeling.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Take heed, rogue trader.
This human skeleton is curled up in an unnatural position. It is inside a void suit, with a hole burned right through it. Cracked Vox. A furious male voice is coming from the old Vox. This is Captain Trevor Durhoth, calling the bullion. Get your arses back to the surface and get me out of here, you shits. My guts may be fused to my suit, but I'm not dead yet, no matter how much you wish it were otherwise. A moment later, the raging tone gives way to strangled rasping. Hey, can any of you hear me? Respond. I'll pay double. Just don't leave me here, damn it. I was going so well. It was going so well. We even figured out how to open the first sphere thanks to the pattern on the floor. Yeah. Who knew there'd be so much trouble with the second one? I didn't. They didn't either. Cowards. The moment that beam was directed back, I was already lying with my guts turning inside out and they're running off with my goods. Emperor. You whoreson. Why'd you leave me like this? I'm scared. Yes. No, I don't want to die. Not alone. Aren't you supposed to watch over all your children? Quiet, you lot. Shut it already. I can't even hear myself. The recording is silent for a few moments. All you can hear is the sound of someone pounding the shell of a void suit with the recording device. I'm cold. I wonder if I'll die from the lack of oxygen. Or will my organs give out earlier? The damn god, the damn Imperium. In the end, you all serve the true masters. The human speech gradually deteriorates into an indecipherable mixture of howling and clicking sounds. Yikes. That's rough.
Embrace true power.
Someone has carved a strange pattern on the floor. As you look at the lines, a fog descends over your mind. Alright.
Is a reward.
Alright, we succeeded. Warp test succeeded. Are you certain you know what you're doing? Heinrich says. We all receive fresh injuries. Lovely. The beacon's side tech belongs to the ancient Xenos called Craves? Monstrosities who enhanced their mental control over entire planets with the use of such devices. Alright, we can redirect the beam of energy.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Veherud didn't obey the masters, and the masters ate Veherud. I will obey. Okay. So we have to make... I'm guessing we have to make... these symbols. I don't know which one is the best one to go for. Guess we'll just do this one first since it's the easier one to...
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Ow. Alright, let's have one person do it instead of all of us getting involved.
My aspirations transcend
Okay, so maybe that's the wrong way to go. And I guess we don't want to stand in the beam's way. It seems the pattern no longer works. Okay. So then we want to do this pattern. But there's nothing... How do we... I'm not sure how we would do this pattern. Okay. So if we start from here, but like, I don't know... Can we get to that? I don't know if that's the right one either. Okay, well, hold on. If this is the main point, so it goes like that. So we want to go... So if we did that, then that's like that, right? And then we want to come over here. This one's going to go straight across. It has to go like straight across like that. And then this one is going to go down there. I don't think this is right. I think we have to end with like them pointing. I don't know. Alright, well then this one goes back at this. Did that work? Aha! Ancient Force Sword. One-handed melee weapon. This sword deals an additional psi rating damage.
I
Neat.
tread a path unexplored.
Is that it? I figured it out. Empty jaws. Okay. Cool. I think that's it. Hey, we got this Force Sword for you. Yeah, I think we are gonna use this. Hell yeah. Cool. I don't have power armor, do I? Because I got that thing for you. No, it doesn't look like it. It's Eldari armor. But boy, when we get you some power armor, that'll be cool. Alright. I think that's everything here. These are not living people, but echoes of the past, brought to life by sorcerer's powers. You should be more careful. Alright, and that pattern never works. Look, in the jaws. Okay, so we did do it. Okay.
The Inquisition.
Always read your dialogue.
Many things.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Wait a minute. Can I put this chest in there?
Easily done.
Let's see.
And then unlock that. I can. Okay. Which pattern do I have to do to open that? The same one? Let's try. Let's try this one. Maybe this one is the one to open that thing. This is a pretty easy one to do too. I'm surprised I got the other pattern right so quickly. Okay, so that pattern does not work. Gotcha. So
Intriguing.
we have to do the same pattern again. Unless we have to find like another pattern. That pattern no longer works. Okay.
I tread a path unexplored.
I can't go backwards, can I? If I do it backwards, would that give me a different
Powers
outcome?
unseen uncover my path.
That didn't work.
What ails you?
We all just got traumas. Do I have to make up my own pattern now? Or is it something like I learn it later? I don't know what other pattern we'd have. Have I seen any other patterns before?
Embrace true power. Fate beckons me.
Damage to Oak.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Alright, let's look around one more time, see if there's any other patterns.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Like out there, see any patterns? No. Unless there's something under this, but that seems not right.
Let's seize the opportunity.
No, that seems like it's everything.
I tread a path unexplored.
Okay. I guess maybe we'll come back if we ever see another pattern. Still, that force sword is pretty cool. Alright, we got unknown ships up here. Let's go take them down. As soon as you draw close to the unknown ship, it points its loaded cannons directly at you. Several other ships emerge from the shadows of drifting asteroids, tightly encircling you. Captain Xantha Labouche offers a mocking greeting and a proposition. You can buy your way out of this, but the price must be to her soul's satisfaction. The outrageous suggestion sends your crew into a fury. You are in a no-win scenario. You can enter an uneven fight and lose everything, or shamefully pay to save your skin, sacrificing only your pride. Pay off the pirates, lie that you have nothing to pay with. Inform the pirates that daring to threaten a rogue trader will not go unpunished. Attack the nameless ship first to gain the upper hand, or order the navigator to flee through the warp. Attack. This could be really, really stupid of me. But we're not paying them, that's for sure. Filthy pirates. We do have that, we do have some new upgrades that we purchased. Some new abilities in combat and stuff, so...
Our faith will be tested.
Maybe we'll be okay. Oh god, these are no joke. Oh boy. Alright.
Charter course.
Alright, we'll go after him first. So we can ram him. Let's go ahead and lower his shields.
Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies. Unleash
Drop tornadoes out there. We're going to increase our forward shield batteries. And then we're going to charge them.
A breach in the enemy shield has been revealed.
Alright, dorsal.
Send them into the cold void.
And we can hit you too.
Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
Good damage. And then you, we can't reach. But we can shift. Shift over here. Ow. Alright, so they're fleeing. Alright, we can get you over here. So go ahead and head over there and blow up. Alright. You're gonna head up here.
Emblazon our path.
Alright. Go ahead and increase your range of fire. Fire.
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
Go ahead.
Steer us
Go
to our
here.
target.
This could be bad, actually. Repower the shields. Fire at them.
Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies. Eviscerate
them. Alright. Okay, we can fire these again. But I don't have any... Ah, that was a waste. Alright. Port side. Damn. Okay. Oh, good. The torpedoes missed. That's good. That's less good. Okay.
Let the Empyrean guide us. Send
Destroy the
them into
frigate.
cold void.
It's still alive? God damn it. I thought that would kill it. Alright, well, we need to attempt
Let
this
the
thing.
incandescent beam scorch our enemies.
Can't do that. Let's go ahead and shift over here. Power your behind. Oh, we're not gonna be able to hit that. Okay. Which direction do you think it's gonna come? I think it's gonna wrap around this way.
Now.
So we can put torpedoes going this way. Don't have to worry about those torpedoes, I don't think. They're not gonna reach us. Yep. Good, he's turning the right way. I kind of want to catch that ship. I don't think we're going to. Alright. You know what? I'm not letting this ship get away.
Chart a course. Eviscerate them. Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies.
Another enemy sundered by the
There we
void.
go. Alright, spin around.
Steer us to our target.
Ah, so close. Power the front shields. Okay. Can we shift to charge him? No. We can't even reach that ram. Okay. Do that. Fire.
Eviscerate them. We are going to shift here. Move up to there. Let the Empyrean guide us.
Good. Can we dorsal too? Yes. Alright. Fire.
Let destruction pour forth.
Dorsal.
Send them into the cold void!
Smite the enemies of humanity!
Good damage, good damage. Torpedoes.
Send their souls to the void!
Keep the shield where it's at. The plasma torpedoes are not going to reach us. My butt. All right. Self-destruct. Good. Oh, I can't do the turn. Shit. Okay. Move you there. Move here. Fire.
Macro cannons! Annihilate them!
Alright, so they are running now. Dorsal.
Let the incandescent beams scorch our enemies! Chart a
Move here.
course.
Intern. Alright, they're trying to get out of there. Ooh, they ain't going nowhere. Plasma torpedoes. Blow them up.
When we tread, the unfaithful fall!
I am amazed that we prevailed.
Hell yeah. That was really well done. 94 scrap. Got some trophies. That's what those pirates get. Threatening me. Alright. Very well done. Let's go ahead and repair. And head over to this planet. Scanning. 2 adamantine and a wonders of nature. This lone mountain chain is composed entirely of a mineral with a shiny mirror-like surface. The mineral itself has no particular value for production, but its properties make this place incredibly beautiful. The sky is brilliantly reflected in the many surfaces of the plateaus, oddly shaped rocks, stone arches, and columns. The view is especially stunning on clear, starry nights, or when aurora trails dance in the sky. The enraptured crew have asked the Lord Captain permission to visit the remarkable place. Grant shore leave, yeah, sure. The shore leave passed without incident, and the ship's officers talked about it for weeks afterward. The place made a particular impression on Lady Haidari, and she could be heard saying over and over, this would make a fine spot for a palace, and pity you can't bring highborns here on tours. That's really neat. Okay. Off we go. Alright, well, I suppose the only place to really head to is Mundus Valancius now. Let's head to the bridge just to get rid of our trauma, because we did pick up some traumas on that ruin, in those ruins. The bridge is the heart of a void ship. It is where the vessel's command center is located, as well as the senior officers' posts and cogitator control systems. Hell yeah. I wonder if we should visit our quarters more. I feel like we've not really had much use for them yet. That's why I kind of feel like we're still early on in the game, but I guess we are getting close to 60 hours at this point, which is pretty long to be thinking you're still kind of in the beginning. Alright, to the Expanse again. Yeah, I think this is episode 55 right now. Or 54. So, yeah, we've been going for a while. Let's go ahead and warp here. Alright, so we can either go to Narman 4 or Mundus Valancius now. A part of me wants to go up here and explore these ones before we land here. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright, that shows us 2 more zones, and it's a red to get the Pellium Solitus. I did not expect that. Interesting. Let's visit this place. Ooh, more ship combat. We'll deal with you in a moment, pirates. Scanning. Phlogiston 3 and traces of meteorite. The ship's augurs have detected a non-native mineral cluster on the planet's surface, probably the remains of an ancient asteroid shower. The substance is valuable, but collecting it will not be easy. The asteroid sits right above numerous underground caverns. The ancient tunnels and vaults are incredibly unstable and would likely not bear the weight of a large group of humans, let alone a shuttle. Take the risk and send a shuttle, 85% chance. The crew's expertise made it possible to collect the minerals without disturbing the ancient caverns. Nice. So we also have plasteel. Doesn't show up there though. Cool. And scan this planet. Ooh, an ocean world. We've got provisions 1 here, and this Archaeotech mechanism fragment, a surviving piece of an Archaeotech mechanism of unknown purpose, discovered among the wreckage of an ancient Imperial vessel on one of the planets in Narmer 4. Okay, that's not the first one we've gotten of those. Alright. Let's take on the pirates before we go to this planet. You know, I've just noticed she's got like a skull for a pauldron here. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Ah, finally! Some real action!
Oh, they get to go first? That's not fair. Ow. Oh wow, this is not a good start. Well, this has been bad. Unless I just destroy you guys with my weaponry.
Enemies. Send them into the cold void.
Alright, well, we killed him. So that's good. Shift you. Charge.
Let the Empyrean guide us.
We lost a shield. Emperor, protect us.
Okay, this is bad. Move here.
Steer us to our target. Unleash the storm.
Oh, no, this is a bad idea.
Cannons.
Okay, they didn't destroy us. That's good. We can reload.
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
Strengthen the starboard side. Redo your shields. Oh boy. These torpedoes are gonna come right at me, aren't they?
The void comes knocking.
Owie. That hurty. Okay. We can do this. Fire.
Let the incandescent beams scorch our enemies.
Okay.
Send them into the cold void.
That was a much more
No one
difficult.
can outmaneuver House Orcelio.
It was a much more difficult battle than I thought it was going to be. But we did okay. I mean, we took way too much damage, but yeah, 64. But we came out on top, so that's what matters in the end. And here we got Mustafar. The lava world. Alright. Enough procrastinating. It's time to go to our capital planet. Or capital system. So I head down here. And, we'll make it safe. Right, our capital world should have a safe path to it. And do that. Okay. And alright, so there was a way to this sector, to get there from this sector, but it would have been a more dangerous route. So I took the safer option, although this was probably a faster option. Alright. Let's visit. What's going on here? Lord Captain, Master Helmsman on the line. I can report that the quest for the capital world of Von Valancius dynasty is finally at an end. Darganas is straight ahead. We have received countless greetings. Your subjects would like to know when their mistress will be arriving. The merchant captains taking refuge in the orbital docks of Darganas race to send you priceless welcoming gifts, hoping to buy your favor and to make an impression on the rogue trader. Tell Darganas the rogue trader is coming home. My subjects should exercise patience. I will go to Darganas later. Tell them I'm coming home. It will be done, Lord Captain. After the connection to the Master Helmsman is cut, the device crackles with Heinrich's voice. Lord Captain, I will be pleased to accompany you during your visit to Darganas, so I could personally introduce Achilles Scalander, a servant of the Golden Throne who previously attended Lady Theodora on Darganas. I am counting on your benevolence. The Vox cast ends with a click. Yeah, Heinrich, you're with me all the time. So there's our capital over there. Let's go ahead and explore the other systems first. Or planets. More Phlogiston. Now this looks like a Mustafar system right here. Oh yeah. Nothing there? Intriguing surface topography. It is possible that the molten rock of the mantle poured out as a consequence of a natural cataclysm, or a collision with the celestial body. Yep. Lava world. Another gas giant. Nothing there. It's okay. Adeptus Mechanicus ship. Lord Captain, a transport shuttle bearing the markings of the Adeptus Mechanicus is approaching the ship. Magos Tarzus' delegation intends to board our ship and gain an audience with your ladyship. This is exactly how they phrase it. He intends, not humbly requests. Many of my tech comrades neglect diplomacy when interacting with the laity. It is regrettable. What do they want? Tell them to get lost. Punish them for their disrespect by letting them dock at the farthest and most dilapidated airlock, so that it takes them an eternity to traverse the ship. Receive the delegation. There may be need. They may indeed be here on important business. What do they want? The honorable servants of the Omnissiah have ignored our request. Such arrogance is hardly trivial. It rather appears to be part of their intimidation tactics. Receive them. It will be done, Lord Captain. Requesting permission to be present at the audience granted to my tech comrades. Sure. Of course, buddy. Yep, same group. Yeah, this might be a game where I don't really switch the party out much. I don't know. Like, I like Earliette a lot, so she might come in. But I really like the group we have. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. I usually do like switching them out. Hey, Opticon 22. Acolyte of Opticon 22. Tarzus. Alright. A group dressed in crimson of the priesthood of Mars walks toward you. Their gazes are fixed on Pascal. You note that the group is not monolithic. Some of its members are more heavily armed and follow a large tech priest clad in battle armor. Others keep a respectful distance and cast inquiring looks at their own leader, whose hunched posture belies his tall frame. Despite the hood hiding his face, you recognize him as Opticon 22, who you encountered on Footfall. Tarzus. The enormous tech priest points his hand at Pascal and lets out a booming roar, not unlike a factory alarm. It makes your very bones vibrate. Herald servo skulls, marked with the emblem of the cog, follow in his wake. They blare shrilly. Thou shalt not suffer a heretic in thy forge, for rust begets rust. Pascal Hunaman, in the name of the Adeptus Mechanicus, you are under arrest. The hunched servant of the Omnissiah turns to you. Diplomacy mode engaged. Announcement. The Adeptus Mechanicus, offer their apologies, would like to inform you of the necessity of conducting an operation to detain, arrest, terminate a faulty unit of the rogue traders on the rogue traders' territory. Who are you? Study the two priests of Mars. Glory to Adeptus Mechanicus, I am ready to cooperate. Who dares to arrive on my ship uninvited, asking for trouble? Are you cogs? On what charge are you trying to arrest a member of my retinue? Let's study them. You identify the rare armor the enormous tech priest is wearing as a secutor's plated mechanized suit. It carries the imprints of many battles and has markings that announce its status as a relic. Some of the armor's damage looks fairly severe, to the point of endangering its operation. The slivers of flesh revealed under the steel are marked with terrible chemical burns. Every now and then, convulsions shake the tech priest's body, and a painful-sounding hiss comes from his vox. The tall tech priest who spoke to you looks more peaceful, and makes a point of not drawing his weapon. There is an air of concern about the way he frequently glances over at his fellow, scrutinizing his condition. Who are you? In a burst of chattering, the server skulls hasten to translate their master's mighty Benharic howl. An instrument of the Omnissiah, authorized to punish and exact vengeance. Known by the designation Tarzus, Hanuman. Identification code recognized and confirmed. These units are who they declare themselves to be. Glory to the Adeptus Mechanicus, I am ready to cooperate. Willingness to cooperate recorded. Mandate expanded. I request the right to conduct non-interference in the operation to detain, arrest, terminate the unit falsely identifying itself as Pascal Hahnemann. Continue. This heretic is accused of stealing personal identification codes, spreading tech heresy on the world of Kiava Gamma, and making an attempt on the life of a servant of the Omnissiah. The deafening roar from the tech priest's vox makes you grimace in pain. You touch your ear and notice blood on your fingers. Goddamn. The faulty unit will be removed. In the name of the Omnissiah, I condemn you. Lightning flashes across the warrior's armor. Agony resounds in the blare of his vox alarm. In contrast, Pascal speaks quietly and coldly. You are malfunctioning, tech comrade. I deem your logical conclusions questionable. This statement is false. Tech Brother Tarzus Hanuman is willingly undergoing holy torment deterioration, which, however, does not critically affect his cognitive capacity for data analysis. Unit calling itself Pascal Hanuman, we have information that implicates you. Having learned that you are a member of the retinue, a maintenance specialist in the service of Rogue Trader von Valancius, we have come here with the goal of meeting you, intercepting you, engaging you in combat. Grimace, does that big fellow have to roar? Point to the furious servant of the Omnissiah. Do you have proof that this tech priest is who he claims to be? Wait a minute. What is happening on Kiavagama? That planet belongs to me. You had to say to this Pascal? I'm not handing Pascal over to you unless I see evidence. Let us get to the bottom of this matter together. Get off my planet. Now. And if you ever try to arrest anyone in my domain again, you will regret it. Pascal, I think you should go with these people. Do you have proof that this tech priest is who he claims to be? Confirmed. According to the archive entry IE 99237, Magos Explorator Tarzus Hanuman maintained the ship Identifier classified in the capacity of a reliquary caretaker. He sustained extensive damage to both the organic and the sacred part of his body in a series of sacrilegious breaches of the right of operation and assassination attempt. Owing to a statistically fortunate coincidence, by the Omnissiah's grace, enough of his operational capacity was preserved for him to don a Goliath model sacred battle harness, which would preserve his vital functionality. Archive entry personally, data sealed by the captain of the Identifier classified. The sound from the tech priest's vox is like the moan of a bending steel beam, a servo skull declares. For vengeance, I thirst as I tread the path of vengeance, following a blasphemous miscreant's bloody tracks. Analysis of the security system showed that the assassins, heretics, infiltrated the reliquary using Tech Brother Tarzus' unique identification code. Someone had stolen, duplicated Brother Tarzus' identity, which is a grade 3 transgression, and the unit making the allegedly criminal claim of being Pascal Hanuman is known to have previously entered the stolen code. What's happening on Kiavagama? According to Vox interception data, the planet's fabricator sensor made incorrect, blasphemous modifications to manufacturer working procedures, which qualifies as a lapse into sacrilege. The Adeptus Mechanicus are hereby officially notifying House von Valancius of having condemned an investigation into operation to remove fabricator sensor Cubus Delphum. Estimated time to procedure completion, 3.7 solar years. Our data suggests that the unit which used Magos Explorator Hanuman's identification code performed an unauthorized upgrade on the planetary Vox array and introduced data deemed to be scrap code into its operation. This fact points to this unit's criminal complicity with the heretic Cubus Delphum. Does he have to roar? Negative. Upon completing his sanctification procedure, Tech Brother Tarzus modified his engrammatic augmetics algorithms in order to never to discrete, sully, tarnish, desecrate his mouth Vox cognitive process with flesh speak. The server skull screeches. Mine is a pure and panharic tongue that preserves only what is true and shuns scrap data. Are you saying this bloodthirsty Hulk is a saint? This statement is true. Brother Tarzus has the honor of wearing authorization to wear the sacred battle harness that belonged to Magos militant Ospector Gracchus, one of the first champions of the faith, Holy Scouts, to join the cause of conquering the Koranus Expanse. After his death, the termination of his vital functions at the hands of Xenos, his damaged Goliath-class armor, was preserved and given the status of a relic. The Adeptus Mechanicus regards this act as voluntary martyrdom, self-destruction, for the glory of the Deus Mechanicus. This battle harness is classified as Cogna armor. The machine spirit living in it is strong and wise, but it took major damage in the course of Magnus Gracchus' last battle. Besides sacred litanies and imperatives of service to the Omnissiah, the armor broadcasts a continuous signal of suffering and agony into Tech Brother Tarzus' mind. What do you have to say about this, Pascal? Pascal replies firmly, his vox cracking with a hint of indignation. I deny these charges. I never plotted against my tech comrades. My cognitive purity vows were never distorted. My unique identification code was never stolen. I am the true Magos Explorator Hanuman, and I am not guilty. The tech priest's deep guttural roar blends with the Server Skull's high-pitched whine. False witness! I'm not handing Pascal over to you unless I see evidence. Let us get to the bottom of this matter together. Need evidence, buddy. Request approved. Ready to work in cooperative mode. Tarzus gives you a haughty look and lets out a howl of wrath. Archiving. Tech Brother Tarzus opposes lay participation in the investigation. Search for the truth. The unit Opticon 22 advises in favor of the House von Valancius representatives' participation request. Address Opticon 22. I think you and I should continue this discussion in private. The big chap is creating friction. I insist on a joint investigation arresting a rogue trader's retinue member without any justification stands in breach of the law and my privileges under the warrant of trade. Pascal has accompanied me on my travels for a while now, and I can swear to it that he is no criminal. Get off my planet, blah blah blah. Let's discuss this in private, Opticon. Request denied. Tech Brother Tarzus has passed sanctification and has relic privileges. I lack the authority, access level necessary to command this unit. There's a hint of animosity toward the bloodthirsty tech priest in Opticon 22's voice. I insist on joint investigation. 75% chance. They're both 75? No, this one's 100%. But I think this one matches what I would say more, so let's go for it. Success. Request for cooperation reviewed and accepted. I request Tech Brother Tarzus' consent to the co-participation of representatives of the von Valancius dynasty in the investigation proceedings. A sacrilegious conspiracy! I refuse help from laypersons. I am a cog of the Deus Mechanicus that grinds down corruption, and I will carry out the sentence immediately. Pascal freezes, but green sparks light up in his visor. He extends a hand toward Tarzus and replies in a clanging voice, "Let the cycle be discontinued." You realize Pascal's words are coming from both his own Vox and Tarzus's. Then every sensor on the executioner's battle harness lights up at once, blindingly, and the wounded armored Leviathan lets out a deafening roar of pain. Attention! Priority notification. Service units of the Kappa Thread supply line are unauthorized to confront the rogue trader. Command, retreat and reinitiate negotiation. Heretic Pascal, I will wreak punishment upon you in the name of the Deus Mechanicus.
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
Surrender to the dark powers!
Estimated probability of conflict inevitable. Initiating retreat, confrontation, avoidance, redeployment protocol. Alright. Alright, this shouldn't be too hard, right? Pascal, get over here. Me, get over here. Abelard, here. Heinrich, here. Argenta, here. Cassia, here. Alright, make sure there's nobody over here. No, I don't see anybody. Okay, it's just these guys. Start the battle. Alright. Debuff them. Do that on him. There's the 20 damage I've been waiting to see. Alright, front lines right here.
Running binary override.
Back line. Yeah, it's so fidgety. Fidgety? I don't know. Finicky, that's the word. I guess we'll put the back line right here.
The scriptural prognosis is...
And then rear line. Oh my god.
Request approved.
Okay, whatever.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Good.
Comprehends all.
Okay. So you're next. We're gonna go ahead and do this. And then we're gonna do this.
You don't frighten me.
We've immobilized them. And then we can do this.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Beautiful damage, Cassia. Good. We had immobilized him, so he was stuck there. You're going to charge in.
I will do my duty.
And then you're going to smack
Indeed.
them. Good damage, good damage. And then you're going to do defensive
It
stance.
will be done.
I've been analyzed. 27 damage. Oh, jeez. Goodbye, Pascal.
Integrity failure.
Still alive.
Detected.
All right. Make him your sworn enemy. Good. All right, we're gonna shoot him.
Let's see to it.
You're gonna charge him.
Naturally.
You're gonna kick him,
But of course, Lord Captain.
and that's it. All right, Imogene. Mark him. Mark him.
I need no
What's this one?
guidance.
Oh, that's my offhand. I gotcha. Got them all marked. Go ahead and put a trap down right here.
I will triumph.
Okay. Shoot him. Good. Shoot him.
I will delight my masters with
Run and
your
gun.
demise.
Alright, we've got him dead.
One
That's what we
step
miss.
closer. A blood-soaked tribute.
He is dead. Alright, Argenta. Concentrated
That is
fire.
for the weak.
Controlled shot.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Switch weapons.
I'll
that.
do it.
Fire.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Run and gun.
I'll do it.
Fire.
Doubt is for the weak.
Damn. Parried and attack. Beautifully done. Heal.
My frail organics required it.
Okay. Move in.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Thunder Slam.
Running by Nero.
Probably is not the best position to be in, is it?
My vow is executed on you.
Machine Spirit Banishment.
Running binary override.
Okay. Kill him. Now him.
If I may. Emperor, deliver us!
Voice of command on
I
Pascal.
am a navigator, not a servitor.
Give him another turn. Thunderhammer again. Take these two down. Messiah condemns you.
Request approved.
Oh, damn, he's really good against these guys. Hit him with
Isn't
that.
this a job for the serfs?
Alright. Sworn enemy.
Victory is imminent. At your
Reckless
beck and
strike. Charge him. Attack again.
call. I will do my duty. An exemplary strike.
Defensive stance. Heinrich. Move here. Here.
I need a foothold.
Shoot him.
For the throne's glory.
Charge him.
Let's see to it. Your
Got him.
reckoning is due.
Man, we destroyed that group. That was really good. Requesting cessation of hostilities. Point to Tarzus. Help your brother. Pascal, what have you done to Tarzus? I'm sorry that you had to kill a comrade. I'm not tired at all. I'm not tired at all. In fact, I can finish you off too. Do your worst. Help your brother. The unit that called itself Tarzus Hanuman is dead. Has been disabled. This material asset is beyond restoration or reuse as spare parts. After a pause, Pascal bows his head, and a Benharic requiem pours out of his vox. Despite his misconceptions, he was a servant of the Omnissiah. What have you done to Tarzus? Pascal's confused reply comes from his vox at a rasp, unable to fulfill request. The Omnissiah granted me an epiphany, and I muted the maimed machine spirit that was filling Tarzus' mind with fury. I do not fully understand the matter of my appeal to it. The situation perfectly mirrors the incident on Raikan Minoris, when I appealed to the machine spirit of a malfunctioning mechanism and laid it to waste. I'm sorry you had to kill a comrade. I also have a negative assessment of this event. The Adeptus Mechanicus still accuse the unit identifying itself as Pascal Hanuman of criminal theft of a unique identification code. Unlike Tech Brother Tarzus, I am not authorized to immediately execute the unit, but neither am I authorized to drop the inquiry. There are no apostates among us. The piercing voice from the Vox synth is more overwhelming than Tarzus' thunderous roar. Tech Brother Tarzus and the machine spirit that lived in his battle harness succumbed to the suffering that beset them. Their judgment was rash and erroneous. Now their torment is over. I declare them martyrs, and am requisitioning Tarzus Hanuman's neural augmetic for the purpose of preserving his blessed memory. As astonished tech priests look on, Pascal leans over the slain man's body and extracts the augmetic from his skull. His movements are as precise as they are respectful. Pascal? Whatever you just did, it's working. Keep going. And listen in silence. With each word, Pascal's voice grows more powerful and majestic. You saw the agony your Tech Brother Tarzus was in. His unbridled, pain-spurred faith intimidated you, yet you were silent. Reverence stopped you from raising your voices to proclaim that the machine spirit with which his mind had merged was morbidly afflicted. The imperative of reverence had paralyzed your will, and you watched a tragedy unfold in silence. The sixth universal law states that comprehension is the true path to knowledge, yet the procedural cycle has robbed you of your comprehension. Therefore, let the cycle be discontinued. There is a clang as Opticon's knee presses into the floor. Crimson hooded heads are bowed. Let the cycle be discontinued. The radiant light pouring out of Pascal's visor grows dimmer. Static creeps back into his voice. Let the cycle be discontinued, tech comrades. Pascal, there's one small point I'm not clear on. What just happened? What was the reason for the act of genuflection? Now that the conflict has been resolved, you may remain aboard my ship. Clear off. Okay. What just happened? Pascal's Vox synth crackles somewhat tentatively. I decided to sustain my words with an excerpt from one of the blessed Amarnat's sermons on loss of internal and external function. Verse 4. My analysis deemed it appropriate. Why the genuflection? It has been a long time since the words of the Messiah of discontinuing were last spoken. Openly over public communication bans, we respectfully welcome wisdom's return. So he is not forgotten after all. The Messiah of discontinuing? Is that how you refer to Amarnat? Following Archmagos Amarnat's partial removal from the chain of command. That was the authorship attribution on a series of sermons on discontinuing the cycle that were disseminated across the Cognizance fleet. It was, in fact, a title used by many in times past. Is Amarnat's teachings not heretical? This statement is false. Contrary to what many servants of the Omnissiah thought they knew, preferred to believe, the fleet's Supreme Conclave never issued an official statement on that decision. 37% of the Supreme Conclave's members openly supported Archmagos Amarnat's views, and were removed from the chain of command under circumstances that were classified. The Supreme Conclave has not had a quorum ever since. Do you know where Amarnat is now? Data unavailable. No reports have mentioned Archmagos Amarnat. I keep doing that. Amarnat since the incident on the Arc Mechanicus Hermetico, which led to the presumed disappearance of that void ship. My archive has no data on the Hermetico incident. The vessel was the blessed Amarnat's base of operations. Is it lost, then? Pascal's voice is filled with anxiety. Were you among his followers? Negative. I had no contact with Archmagos Amarnat and was never a member of his flock, disciples' retinue. However, my analysis of the doctrine he outlined inspired in me deep respect for, trust in, him. I presume the conflict between you and Pascal has been resolved. The data received provides a basis for calling the fallen Tech Brother Tarzus' hypothesis into question. Out of respect for, due to lack of authorization to indict, followers of the Messiah of discontinuing, we will not proceed with the detainment, arrest, termination. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Thank you, Tech Brother Opticon 22. You may stay on my ship if you want. Request denied. The Kappa Thread supply line delegation is leaving Dargonus, expresses gratitude for the hospitality ceasefire, and proclaims its intent to return to Footfall to resume performing its regular functions. The tech priest looks over at Pascal as if waiting for something. Pascal's mechadendrite briefly touches the shoulder of Opticon 22, who bows respectfully. Okay. Do we get that guy's relic armor? That's what I've been waiting for this whole time. What? That's bullshit. Where's my relic armor? Oh well. Okay, well that was neat. That was a good battle too. Back to the bridge. And we'll see if Pascal has anything to say up here before we get ready to wrap up the episode. Alright, nothing immediate from him, so we're going to actually end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll go see if he has anything to say. And then we'll finally land on Dargonus and see what's going on my capital. Until then, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.